Hey, you're watching Fat Man DD1, you dingus. Whatever he said.
This is your boy Fat Man. Right now, Adin Ross is being, I don't think he's being canceled per se. He's kind of going through a lot of shit. Now, this creator, streamer, this mega dude, we're going to start from the beginning. This is a long video. If you can't stay for this video, I wasn't trying to do a live stream for this video because obviously I want to make sure I edit it up and make it look good. Looking at Adin Ross as a creator, he's one of the top biggest on Twitch, right next to Kai Cenat and iShowSpeed and XQC and all these other freaking live streaming mega million guys, right? Adin has now had a giant decline, has been permanently banned on Twitch. We're gonna watch a couple of videos. I was gonna look at Lugwid's Mogul Mail video or look at anybody else I could think of. But right now, Adin's in the shitter. We're going to combine a bunch of videos and take a couple of these opinions. This is the longest video I've done, and you're probably not going to be around for it. That's perfectly fine. Let's get into it with him getting his phone call, and basically, they're trying to silence me. And honestly, that shit's kind of wild. Oh, if I don't know this, Adin Ross's biggest motivation is Andrew Tate. Right now, Andrew Tate's in a whole bunch of controversy because of how he made his money back in the day. He no longer does what he used to do. Now he just goes with Hustle's University. But at the same time, Andrew Tate's got a whole bunch of allegations right now. He's spending time in Romanian jail. He's doing a lot of crazy days in there, 30 days, and they're probably going to add on more 30 days. If they can't find any permanent evidence, they're just going to keep adding on time to his sentence. Right now, him and Tate both did a match playing chess. And Adin here sniffed Tate's chair, which was like a meme, but he did it for the fun and the laws and the jokes. Andrew likes to bully Adin and basically call him fat, pudgy, chubby, all that stuff, because bullying will make you lose weight and all this other shit. Personally, for me, I don't think so. It just makes other people want to push back against you, say fuck you, or they'll probably keep that in the back of their minds and maybe lose some weight. Maybe. Different people for different strokes. Let's hear what he has to say in this video. If you're joining me, make sure to like, subscribe, comment, hit the icon to be notified. We're going through this. Let's go.
Yo, what up, guys? It's Adin. So look, bro, I've been gone for, I think, 2 weeks now, a little over 2 weeks. I think maybe 2 weeks and 2 days.
The videos I'm showing you are old, but one of them, I am very impressed by Adin's resolve as a human being, because at first he didn't seem like a type of dude to really put through his resolve and actually do things. He seemed like he would just fuck around, say what I want, do what I want. It doesn't make any sense to me. But his fucking around too much and just having fun with things kind of shows you who he is. He's too much of a jokester. He's like 21 now. So at this point, he'll say and do whatever the fuck he wants because now he's 21. He was like, 19, doing all this shit, making all this money. But who he is as an individual kind of has to shine through on his attitude towards life and his word, right? So this video, like I said, the videos are old, but he's explaining himself. He was banned off of Twitch, or he's not on Twitch right now. Some shit happened. But this is old. Let's continue.
And by the title of the video, I'm going to just tell you everything. Before I do, I just want to say I hope everyone's having an amazing 2020, 2023. I hope everyone's been accomplishing their goals, bettering themselves, and just, doing what you're supposed to be doing, because that's what this year's about. We're all supposed to be stay true to ourselves and do what we're supposed to be doing. I've been working out every day. I still haven't nutted. It's been almost 2 months, guys. I promise you, I've been celibate, no fap, all that stuff. Like, I've been locked in.
Right. So to catch you up on what the fuck he's talking about with the nofap, a lot of scientists or men or just in general guys who don't pleasure themselves, jerk off, or watch pornographic stuff or any of that thing, they kind of come out and just don't do any of the, let's say, sinful behavior or naughty things to themselves. They stay true. They eat right. They eat right. They work out. They don't have any physical contact with women, and they just focus on themselves. It's kind of like the Japanese, or I think it's the Japanese way of men going their own way. This has kind of been something coined in Japan. Men go their own way. They don't listen to the workforce. They don't give a fuck about the traditions or values. It's not a bad thing. It's just society tells you what you should be doing. Other people tell you what you should be doing. You as an individual with your own fucking mind and brain say, well, I want to do this, and I'm going to do what the fuck I want to do. So, if I want to jack off, I want to jack off. If I don't, I don't. If I want to work out in my free time every single day, I'm going to work out in my free time every single day and collapse from overworking. If I'm going to work 4-hour weeks, I'm going to work 4-hour weeks. You know what I'm saying? Men going their own way, not really listening to tradition. This kind of comes almost from that same resolve, but it's been taken with liberties. Men don't jack off. Men eat right, eat a lot of meat, eat some good protein, work out, stay dedicated on a regimen, and things will shine through. That these things aren't bad. I think before I heard any of this shit, when I graduated high school, I was kind of on the same kick. I wasn't doing anything crazy. Obviously, at that time, I was a virgin, but I wasn't jacking off. I was eating right. I was working out every single day. I worked out from the morning. I used to wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning for some particular reason. My sleep schedule was just different. I just pass out early, wake up early, and then work out from push-ups and sit-ups regularly for about 7-8 months, and then go outside. I met up with some friends I saw at a park, and they were doing some martial arts stuff, and that got me into more martial arts things. I stopped doing that a long time ago after my last relationship. I got kind of hectic with work. A lot of things change, but the regiment is what he's doing, is basically seeing if it works for him. It's basically hard not to relieve yourself and get that dopamine kick in the brain. So he's kind of doing that, and which isn't bad. So that's one of his regimen. That's what Andrew Tate told him. It's like, hey, don't do this, don't do that, and let's see where you get, because you could have a resolve. Basically building up testosterone because you don't masturbate, working out, doing this, to build up your body as a man. That's not a bad thing. These aren't bad traits. It's just, if it's proven in theory, some men try this for themselves, like cold showers or dipping your body in cold water. Some men do these type of things. Why? Because they want to see if it fucking works. Because 9 times out of 10, some guys feel better about it. Taking sugar out of your body helps your fucking eyesight. If you stop eating sugar, it helps your whole body. You lose a lot of weight in the face. I've been actually putting on a lot of sugar, so I have to start doing that. But Adin's on a different path. Even though Andrew Tate may be a scumbag, he kind of blessed Adin with some information to help himself. That's not a bad thing. Motivation for Adin's age. He's young. I'm older than this guy, so it's like, what the fuck, Let's continue. Apologies.
Myself and my spiritual meditating, etc. But enough about that. That'll be more talks about that later on. But I'm back now, okay? I just want to say I was silenced, and I'm going to tell you what I was silenced by and what happened. So I had a week suspension on Twitch, and then when I got unsuspended on Twitch, I'd stream maybe 2 or 3 times after that. And then once I was streaming and doing what I normally do, is I say some real shit sometimes. I basically got a call. I'm not gonna say specifically who it was, but you know who you are. And you basically said, hey man, if you keep doing controversial stuff and you keep saying certain things and you keep basically, promoting certain things on your stream, we're gonna have to take you down indefinitely. So I got a threat, and the first thing I did was I laughed at that, because I thought to myself, it's like, this is really like being silenced, because they're basically saying I can't preach what I want to preach without having to worry about getting indefinitely suspended.
So when I hear that, I have to look at the basis of what Adin has been taught, has also been taught by Tate. A lot of people think Tate is toxic masculinity, which if you have the term toxic masculinity, you look it up on your fucking Google. It's basically a guy who drives fast cars, smoke a lot, eat a lot of meat, says vulgar shit, doesn't care about women, who's a jackass. That's more like a jackass instead of toxic masculinity. Or a guy that maybe discriminates against women. That's like more of like a misogynist, I guess. That's what a misogynist is, I think. It's fucking weird. But Andrew kind of blessed Adin. It's the Taden, it's the Adin here with some fucking information. Personally, it helps him. It's helping out Adin. I don't see anything bad with Adin saying what he wants to do on his platform, because he's also streaming and making money. Now, getting a phone call from somebody from Twitch is like saying, hey, nigga, stop doing this, stop doing that. It's like kind of like, well, what is he doing? I don't watch Adin Ross's content. If I have to watch his channel to see all the stuff that he basically puts out, I'll do that in a live stream for the next 4 months or a week or 2 to see what he's posted, because his YouTube and his Twitch is almost the same thing. So whatever he put out on Twitch, he had to put out on YouTube. So whatever he's promoting has to be terrible. Personally, for me, I don't think it's that bad. He's been talking. Wants to do Omega streams. He wants to do this. He wants to do that. He wants to do whatever the fuck he wants to do. That's why he got a new deal at Kick. Silencing him basically means he can't do the stuff that he wants to talk about, that he's passionate about, which doesn't seem fair for him. But I don't think he's talking about anything bad, unless I'm wrong, and he's probably been saying some crazy shit. But recently, like I did tell you guys, he said in an interview with DJ Academics, I didn't have Kanye on my live stream so we could break the internet because I told him, hey, not all Jews are bad. Not all Jews run the world. And I think if you want somebody to attack, you need to attack me. If you want to read what he says, you want to listen to what he says, it's in the description. Click the link. I'll have it put up. At that moment, Kanye obviously didn't react to that, called him up, said what he had to say on the phone, that you Jews won't never control me. And Adin probably didn't like that. Like, nah, bro, I just mentioned take your anger out on me, but you don't want to do that. So I suck my dick. That's, to me personally, that's okay. SMD. Nigga, that's, whatever it is. And him and Kanye has not talked since. Adin even went on to his fucking channel, if we watch that, and said he doesn't want to spread hate, vitriol, none of that stuff. I think he's on the right path. But he might be, let's say, not understanding the consequences to who he looked up to and his audience, right? Because eventually, we're about to look up some stuff that he might have violated and fucked up.
So that made me think and realize, like, this is not safe. I can't come with this new mindset on this platform that I stream on and basically do what I want freely. So anyways, I got that call from them and it just kind of, it spooked me a little bit because this is what I've been on, obviously. This is how I live my life. I've been meditating. I told you guys I've been pushing certain stuff, and that's just what I've been on. So I don't want to change for anyone. This is what I've been on. This is me now. So my team and I, we've been thinking of some workarounds. We've been thinking of like stuff that we can do to basically block this off and basically move past us. And we got some stuff in the works. But I'm just here to let you guys know I don't really care. Honestly, at this point, I'm going to say what I want to say. I'm going to do what I want to do. And I'm going to believe what I want to believe,
So that's where he goes to say that. Let's move forward. So here we have Adin on his live stream. It's about 13 minutes. We're going to kind of cut through the meat and potatoes. He signs a deal with Kick, which is owned by Trainwreck TV, which some of you don't know. Trainwreck is the same motherfucker that came out talking about why Ms. Kiff and Maya and all these other streamers and OTK stonewalled or blocked some girl from coming out because Slicker, which his name is Slicker, may have sexually harassed this girl at a party, but they both got drunk. They were kind of making out. She didn't want to make out with him anymore. Long story short, Trainwreck came out when he shouldn't have minded his motherfucking business because he was talking to the girl at the time who was at that party. She gave him a lot of personal information, and he came out and said it. Trainwreck is not a hero for that. So Trainwreck eventually, I think, put all his money from a gambling website into a new live streaming platform called Kick. Adin here is going to explain Kick in general and what he wanted to do on said platform. This is a long video, like I said, so I'm giving you as much as I can, but I'm trying to make it short. But that's not working out. Let's go.
In live video, I got Baron Week, and I'm not the only streamer they're coming after. It's not all the top streamers, but it's people in my community. I'm not going to speak out. They've been warned by Twitch as well, but they're not going to speak out. They don't have to speak out. They don't want to.
When he means his community, he means the WL community. The WL community are basically guys are like, yo, chat WL, and you know what I'm saying? It's the same shit that Schnucko was on. I keep saying Schnucko because I like making fun of Sneeko, because I stopped seeing Sneeko's content on YouTube. So I guess YouTube might have like really put a hard block on Schnucko. So Schnucko's off of the platform, and I stopped seeing a lot of Andrew Tate. So at this moment, personally for me, if I stop seeing both of you guys, that means you're not being recommended to me anymore, which I'm kind of happy because I watched Sneeko grow and then get banned off the platform. But then I was upset that you got banned off a platform, which Andrew Tate and Sneeko didn't, because Abba and Preach said this, and Abba was mad at Sneeko for some shit. And we'll probably talk about that video another time, where Abba said, even Andrew Tate said this, you need to work within your means. And Sneeko said, no, he didn't. Watch a video down the line that Andrew Tate told Snucko to play the fucking game. You can't tell your manager, which is Susan Wojcicki, who's gone now, to suck your dick. You need to work within the fucking system. And if you don't work in the fucking system, well, you're trying to make an enemy out the system. Andrew Tate told Snucko Stay within the system and work there, and you need to work in there to change people's perception of what they see of you. Because if you work in the system, you can manipulate the system from within and then grab and build your audience. You just need to change a couple of things, which is what Tate told this nigga. And if I find that video, I'm going to share with you guys that Abba was right, basically. And Sneeko was like, no, he's wrong and blah, blah, blah. But honestly, the WL community that Adin is in with Kai, everybody else, I Show Speed, they're basically building a lot of momentum. All these guys are building momentum and they're making lots of money and they're having lots of fun. He's saying they all got the same call he did. That's basically saying, stop what you're talking about, stop doing this. And I'm like, nigga, you guys take 50% of their fucking money, their earnings, and all that stuff. I think you want them to keep growing and building on the platform. Because I've heard this, and even it comes from a lot of YouTubers. Twitch is racist. YouTube is racist. These platforms are racist. They were never like this. These platforms are always, I want to say, not inclusive. These platforms are always welcoming to creators if you're out there pushing your fucking creativity and content. But eventually money started to talk. When money talks harder than the way you can produce and create, that's where you get Mr. Beast, Jacksepticeye, PewDiePie. That's where you get all these creators going harder than ever before, even T-Series to go harder than ever before to be the highest subscribed and push out so much content. Personally, I'm okay with that. And Mr. Beast can still shell out and get 300 million fucking views. So when Kai and all these other YouTubers are out here banging live streams out and making money, getting a phone call to tell you to stop being a dickhead, depending on what they're doing, makes sense. If they're not violating Twitch's guidelines. Now, YouTube and Twitch both have the same type of community guidelines. Don't do this, don't do this. Can't watch this, you can't do this. Personally, if they violate those guidelines, it's kind of crazy. But if they haven't, getting a random phone call from somebody to tell me to stop doing something, I would tell you to suck my dick too, because I didn't violate your guidelines. Unlike Schnucko, who got kicked off, and Andrew Tate and everybody else who got kicked, there's a reason they got pushed off these platforms. But then the people on the platforms, even myself, have said it. If they haven't violated their guidelines, you can't do that. Because you're the company who set the rules, and if the rules weren't violated, what's the point of enforcing these fucking guidelines? What's the point of a community strike? What's the point of 3 strikes and you're out? What's the point of that if you're just snapping your fingers like Thanos and taking us out? That doesn't make sense, especially getting a phone call. If I ain't violate the guidelines, you need to tell me what I violated. Show me what I violated. Makes sense. But let's continue.
I'm not the only Twitch streamer who's warned. I'm not. There's other Twitch streamers warned, and you guys can say names all you want. I'm not gonna say them. I'm not going to. But what I will say is it's a serious problem, because imagine it being this, right? This is a platform which made me me. I built a strong community from this, but it's inevitable to make a mistake on my stream. It's inevitable for me to break terms of service, but it's not about if you're breaking TOS, okay, you should punish this person without letting them know what the is wrong, like, and give them a crazy suspension. You know, why don't you maybe get on a call with them and say, hey, bro, you violated terms of service. You know, how do we fix it so next time it doesn't have to go that way? I'm gonna give you a warning. But I'm not gonna ban you. Don't worry. But we just gotta fix this, because if it keeps happening, then we gotta take action. Why is that not the process? Why do we gotta go through this email process, this crazy suspension process? Nobody even knows what these dudes look like behind the keyboards where they, you know, with the appeals and shit. It makes no sense.
He has a point. YouTube will at least show you where you fucked up. Like, I've put out 2 videos recently, an SNL video, and I've the whole DC reaction video, and DC copyright strike that fucking shit with the Flash trailer. I'm a little upset with that because I worked on that and I was having fun and I liked the trailer and I liked Michael Keaton and all the other things. I didn't care for Supergirl, but then you come out of nowhere and I love Supergirl as a character. I just didn't care for how they were doing her last time in this movie. It was like, it was weird. And for the costume came out and just looked kind of funny. But then you copyright strike it when other people have reacted and reviewed it as well, but then you come snip my balls. The fuck are you doing? So that got me a little pissed off and a little mad. Personally, I don't like that shit. So what I did, I fought the strike. I did it with Naughty Dog. I fought strikes a bunch of times. So getting a strike like that from DC is like, no, other people have reacted to it. It falls into fair use. It falls under fair use as YouTube. I'm educating, I'm going through it, I'm saying what I gotta say, I'm reacting, I'm giving my input. That falls under fair use. Do you know what happens when something falls under fair use? The company behind it says, no, that doesn't matter. You're stealing our content. The fuck am I stealing? It's like Adin Ross would copyright strike me, like, you're stealing my content, bro. I'm like, no, I'm reacting to it. I'm basically doing that. Sometimes that don't work out well.
I'm not putting anyone on blast, but most partners on this platform, they have a partner rep, and their partner rep knows nothing when you're banned. They know nothing. They know just as much as you. How does that?
It's kind of terrible if you're a partner rep and you don't know nothing. So it's kind of like they're not indicating or talking with you, but at the same time, it's like I'm sitting here on the sidelines kind of waiting and rocking back and forth, which is crazy.
That makes sense. I'm not calling my rep. My rep is amazing. He's a great guy. I've chopped up him. He's great. But how is that even possible? They won't even give you a clip. Yo, can I see a clip why I got banned? Can I see what happened? Can I reflect? Can I see what went wrong? Can I see what I did?
That makes sense, and we just talked about that. It makes sense for a creator like Adin to want to look back and be like, all right, what mistake did I make so I don't repeat the said offense? And that's kind of like what YouTube hasn't been doing that. They kind of just been striking your channel if you fuck up. You can't curse, you can't do this, you can't do that in 8 seconds. You can't say a lot of things, and you have to basically be family friendly. I have been on YouTube for 11 years, 12 years now, almost 13, whatever, more a decade. And to look at it right now, through a decade and a couple of change, YouTube has changed. I can't curse, I can't say this, but I still fucking do that because it's my channel. It's unfair for me to censor myself because I'm not making money. I ain't PewDiePie. I ain't the big top dogs on the platform. I can say what I want. I can do what I want because I fall under fair use. It's my content. It's a free platform that you put out there. YouTube doesn't have a paywall. I don't have to pay for nothing unless I'm using YouTube Red. And even then, you still get ads. At that point, YouTube has become such a big conglomerate where you can get paid. Twitch is only one live streaming platform under Amazon, and you have an Amazon affiliate link. Amazon needs to get paid for having Twitch, and that's why Twitch needs to get paid because they need to take portions of the 50-50 paycheck from these streamers like him, Kai, other people. That's why these guys go so hard. They have to get a big paycheck from Twitch. That's why they sell merch. That's why they do this. That's why they have other stuff. But when you're a creator and I made a mistake, I want to look back at said mistake and change it to not repeat it. If I can't do that, you're just going to keep violating me and striking me and kicking me off the platform when you deem it. But you won't ever tell me what I've done wrong. That don't make sense. That doesn't show growth with a creator, growth with a company, and growth to the individuals watching said creator. It's crazy.
You know what I'm trying to say? They hit Bruce, they hit Kai, they hit me with these stupid fucking bans. It doesn't make sense. So after I got a week suspension, I did 3 streams. I don't know if you guys remember those streams. I got on a call later that week, and I'm not gonna, like I said, I'm not putting that person out there. But they told me, they said, yo, like, you know, you gotta stop saying crazy shit, controversial. Like, it's just funny to me though. Back when I was reading these comments.
If anybody watches Adin Ross and if he has said some crazy outlandish shit, let me know. I want to look at the stuff that he said and I want to break that down for myself. Because personally, I don't think Adin has said anything wild. Unless he just doesn't agree with how the platform is treating others. That's different.
Back when I used to push and like force these certain jokes, y'all were cool with it. But now I'm like kind of pushing this other shit and motherfuckers want to find a way to take it down. And it's facts. Bro, it's facts. Like I'm really trying to, you know, become a better version of myself and show everyone that like it's possible to fucking be the best version of yourselves. I love all of you. I want everyone to be a fucking a boss in this world and get rich as fuck and accomplish everything and conquer everything. And I've been really just trying to put that shit in you know, into everyone's brains. And motherfuckers are still trying to find ways to bring me down. And that's cool, you know, because when you speak the truth, that's when you're, you know, when you speak real shit, that's when like you're a target. It's true. But that's.
I feel like speaking truth doesn't become a target. it's what you're doing that makes you that said target. Because I can say whatever the fuck I want and I'm not a target. I can tell you all straight up the truth, but it doesn't make sense for me to tell you the truth, right? It's what you say and how you say it that people forget how these two work. What you say is what you're saying, but what's the substance of what you're saying? How you say it is how you're directing the words you say to the individual, and how does that resonate with the person, right? If I say, yo, you're a piece of fucking shit. You're a loser, a bitch ass person, and you can go jump off a fucking bridge and die. That's how I said it. That's what I've said. Now, how I say it, look, you're down in your luck. You're looking like a scumbag to others. That's not fair. And a lot of times, I don't want you to harm yourself, but I do. But I care about you. You're looking terrible right now, but you can change and be better. Let me help you. That's how you've said it. That's how I said it. It's how it's been adjusted, right? One sounded more crazy and outlandish. The other, oh, you know what? I respect that. Someone calls you a fat piece of shit, you need to lose weight, that doesn't help. Someone says, look, I care about your health. I want you to start eating better. If you need me to help you, we'll go on this journey together. Let's lose weight together. Let's work out together. I got your back, and I can help you, and you can help me. We can become accountable for our actions and what we do with this life and how we adjust and lose weight together. How you said it. How you say things is understandable to what you're saying. You just outlandishly say some crazy shit that if Kanye has said, it don't make sense. If you outlandishly say some shit that Donald Trump has said, it doesn't make sense. It's how the words are fucking said and how you display that confidence and that energy to everybody else. It fucking makes sense. But that's how you become silenced. When the words are said eloquently. If you just outlandishly say some shit, people look at you like you have no fucking sense of structure. Word placement and structure, just like writing an essay, it makes sense. You have the beginning, the middle, the end. But how do you get to these three places? In the beginning, this, and this led to this, and this. And in the middle, that's the body. It's how you write a paragraph that makes sense. You don't just go beginning, here's the end. Or you don't go end, beginning, and then the middle. You don't do that. You structure things, right? Getting booted off a platform for how you say something can vaguely not happen to generally what's the conversation towards what you were saying, right? He's saying, I'm being censored. Well, freedom of speech does not cover defamation. Freedom of speech does not cover somebody called J.K. Rowling a transphobic, racist Nazi. This person got sued. And people think, oh, you can't just sue me. I live in America. Actually, you can still be sued. Freedom of speech does not cover defamation, this, and this without evidence. And certain courts in the U.S. will look at it as it's not an opinion. You're stating something as it's a fact. When you state these things as fact, people no longer look at that as opinion. They look at it as fact. She's a Nazi. You just said she is a Nazi. You're stating this as fact, not opinion. He is a sexual predator and a sexual deviant. You're stating this as fact. You're not stating this as an opinion. That's where people get it wrong. The freedom of speech does not cover those. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with online. It's kind of iffy when it comes to an online basis. Once again, that's life. Let's continue.
I'm not going to get to that corny fucking side of things. I'm going to just leave it at that. Point is this. I'm at risk here. All the top streamers are at risk on this platform. It's the truth, bro. It's the truth. Could you imagine some crazy shit if myself, XQC, Kai, Speed, Bruce, Your Age, you build a whole Avengers on a platform which we own. We own. Right? Could you imagine that shit? Speed doesn't even have a max contract with YouTube. Speed
Really?
is the biggest YouTube streamer of all time. Why does he not have a max contract?
What's a max
It makes
contract?
no sense.
I don't know what that is, so I can't.
Why
really
does he
speak
have to worry about strikes and bans and all these things? It doesn't make any fucking sense.
Is it is it that Speed is too young to have a contract? Can YouTube not offer him a contract, or was Adin getting contracts back in the day the same way? Or am I confused? I don't know what a max contract is. I don't know what these things are. So he's speaking kind of above me in my fucking low ass pay grade.
Why is Speed and Gideon still banned on Twitch?
Yo, Gideon is funny, bro. So I don't know why he banned.
Whoa! They're grown. When someone fucks up and they learn from it, that's when you unban them.
I feel that once they pay the time, and then the platform can look at how they can better and do better, that works. But if the time's been paid, the platform needs to look at it and be like, well, no, we need to unban him. Gideon says some shit about Pokimane, and I think Pokimane is #1 top tier. People like to ride her ass and protect her, but even Gideon apologized to her, and she was like, no, yeah, you should be unbanned. Like, you did apologize. He grew from that. He's an individual willing to grow with content, and we might look at some of Gideon's stuff and kind of lead up to what happened with the Pokimane situation. And he went to TwitchCon when he shouldn't have been at TwitchCon, and then he got harassed by Tommy Ennett's fans when it came to Roblox or whatever the fuck, and Tommy Ennett's fans was like, nah, Gideon was being a jackass, and that's not necessarily true. Your fans are being very prejudicial and jackass and racist. So at this point, it's weird to ban someone when they themselves have been like, look, I apologize. I walked it back and reached out to Twitch and nothing. So it's kind of like, it's pathetic.
You don't make them suffer. It doesn't make any sense. Why would you have them suffer? Bro, it just doesn't make any sense, bro. It doesn't make any sense. Did you see the shit Bruce got banned for? I am white. I'm not offended with what you said, Bruce.
I think he said cracker.
I'm not. I gave you the pass. No. But look, real shit though. Like, it doesn't make sense. It just doesn't. Someone has to put this shit in my brain. I really want to know what's going on, because it's really flipped. Because Twitch is fucking amazing. They made me. They made hella people's careers, and I'm all for it. But what doesn't make sense to me is where's the support on both ends? You know, Twitch has never followed me. They've never DM'd me. They've never reached out to me. They've never, when I was pulling those crazy numbers back in 2020, 2021, you guys remember what I'm talking about. They didn't say like, yo, let's keep this shit up. Like, let's plan how to like keep it going, keep it moving. Like, let's do this shit, Adin. Like, we fuck with you. You know, when I was doing the unthinkable, when I was crossing over and all these things and setting some shit in the sand, and they didn't fuck with me. They never supported me.
I feel like Twitch is not going to be on the side of the creator, right? YouTube at least rewards a nigga and gives you plaques. But after that, there's nothing else. You know what I'm saying? You still can't reach out to YouTube executives. You still can't reach out to someone about why your channel and all this other stuff. They have become almost like the government. Like, I have to go somewhere else to reach out to you, which is crazy. So in other words, me reaching out to you means you weren't caring about the first place on this platform. You saw this platform as a means to an end. You saw me as a means to an end. And you see me as only profit building. Twitch sees this dude and everybody else as only profit. Is that fucked up? Yeah. Does Twitch care for its creators? They may say they do, but a lot of platforms may not care. They might just see you as another number. It's the same way when it comes to the government. You got a social security card for a reason. You are number 88, 89, 45, right? You are number 222222753. You are number, you are number 1111111,000. That's how they see you, as a number. And a profit builder. They keep bringing us money. They don't give a fuck. That's why they can make Twitch cons and all this stuff. It's off the back of dimes of creators like Kai and Adin here. They don't care. They don't care to reach out. And if they did, well, damn.
So I'd be stupid to not be in talks with other platforms. Stupid. Where they could offer me longevity, tens of millions of dollars.
Real dumb.
And they could offer me fucking equity, ownership. in a platform.
Listen, with all the money this dude has built, he could have had his own business. He could have created his own stuff. He could have pushed his own things. He could have created his own tech. When it comes to money and equity, he could have did it him damn self. But what he wants is to be a part of it officially. It's like saying or believing Pokimane paid off her parents' house or paid off of their house for like ever, right? She paid their house off. The internet was like, oh, is that a flex? Or she was happy to pay it off and she told the internet. And people were like just rubbing it back at her like, well, you just rubbing it in my face that I can't do that or blah, blah, blah. Personally, I didn't give a fuck what she paid off. That's not my life. I don't have that finances yet, right? I'm not at that point yet. I say yet because I will get there. But she was proud that she did it. She came from an immigrant country. She was an immigrant. She made her money and she was able to pay her parents' house off. She was able to send money to her family in other countries. She was able to get up on her own 2 feet and do what she had to, right? She don't have equity or anything in Twitch. You know what she does? She just makes content and they take her money. Same thing with Adin here. It happens. Life's a bitch and you learn.
I'd be a fucking moron. I'd be a schmuck. And all you top creators pulling in, all you guys, don't go down this road with this. It's like, I'm telling you, bro, it's like a fucking trap. It's a trap, bro. It's a trap because they will make you feel like we love you and we support you. They will tweet at you. They will put you on the homepage. Why are they not offering you a multi-million-dollar deal?
They don't care about that. The only person I think that was able to really be a part of Twitch and what Twitch has stand for is Dr. Disrespect. Dr. Disrespect he was given a deal a long time ago through Twitch, and eventually he couldn't keep up with the bullshit. He had to keep up with trends and all this other stuff, and he realized Twitch wasn't it. And then he cut a deal with YouTube and got paid lots of fucking money. Ludwig went from being on Twitch to now officially being on YouTube forever. Did Ludwig cut a deal with YouTube? I'm not sure if he did. I don't really know. But a lot of people went from Twitch to YouTube and they cut massive deals. And they've made that money back, I think, twice over. Probably, who knows, right? Because the deals they're cutting are basically loans. YouTube's giving you this amount of money loan. Can you pay that loan back? Kind of, in that way, right? YouTube don't really have that money. It could be a loan. That's how I think of it. You're giving me this money, but it could be kind of like a loan because that money has to come back to the platform and get other creators back in there with these money type of deals. That's why Twitch and YouTube are kind of buddy, but they're butting heads and they're those deals. Twitch don't offer those deals much because the creator isn't buyable. Kai is not, I don't want to say this. Kai's not family friendly. Speed is not family friendly. Adin was at a point friendly, but not family friendly. Dr. Disrespect was friendly enough to be ahead of it. No one on Twitch at this moment, except for whoever's on the front page, you can say off the bat, this person is all brands worthy. All brands love this. All the brands out there need to start getting with the times and look to me or anyone as a creator and say, he may not fit our image, but we can utilize his audience. The audience that these guys build are financial hitters. Right now, XQC is going through a problem with his girlfriend about a lawsuit. He can't talk about that stuff, so she kind of owned him. But when it comes to stuff like this, he's asking and thinking that these platforms should reward the creators. He's not Logan Paul. He ain't Jake Paul. He ain't PewDiePie. He ain't Jacksepticeye. He ain't Mr. Beast. He is times 10 someone that can bring those audiences and grow those audience. But it don't happen. Shit. G4 TV couldn't even bring in half the number of Kai, Speed, even Adin. They couldn't. G4 that got canceled again could not come back and be a hitter. It was just bad. Terrible.
Like, it doesn't make sense to me. What's more important to you guys? A Twitter shout out and a follow, or a fucking multi-million-dollar deal? You want the multi-million-dollar deal? Come on. Listen, my point is this, bro.
I think here we go.
My point is this. By the time everyone in this chat is 40 years old,
damn,
I don't know what you guys are gonna do on your lives. Maybe you'll still watch me. Probably not.
Probably.
You're gonna have kids. You're gonna have your own life. You're gonna have jobs. Whatever. But the point is, for us creators, it's so fucking new, this streaming shit. We kind of have to build. And I think being a boss when you already have a platform, could you imagine? I just said it. 8 of the top streamers going to a platform and they all have equity. They're owning their own platform. It's game changing. It's life changing. It's game changing and all that shit. You're setting, it's like making history, bro, in a way. It is. Let me ask you guys a question. Be 100% honest. Would you guys open up your Twitch app if the following streamers did not stream? And be honest, yes or no? Adin Ross, Kai Sanat, XQC, Bruce Moth, Your Age Gaming.
I've learned this, and I don't want to be the guy to say this. It kind of happened with a friend of mine's, right? Grant Cheetah, right? He went to a different platform to stream and build his numbers. I didn't go to that platform long enough to watch him. I showed up here and there to see what he was doing and kind of bail. If you're not on YouTube or Twitch, nobody's coming to see you. Same thing happened with Sneeko. He went to, what the fuck did he go? Rumble. There it is. Slipped my mind. He went to Rumble. His audience is on Rumble now. Did his audience follow him from YouTube to Rumble? Some did. But after that, they don't want to go to another platform to see you because the platform they were at, they're loyal to. I'm not going to lie to you. As a YouTuber, I may talk shit about YouTube. I may be like, YouTube is this, YouTube is that, YouTube is this, YouTube needs to fix this. I'm a YouTuber at the end of it. And I'm going to stick by this little red icon. I'm going to be on YouTube. I'm going to be a creator on a platform that I like and that I've been wishing to one day make money off of, build my life off of, create the way I want to, not be held down by a job, but have the audience support me. The true audience has been here for me since I started. I may not have those number ones anymore, or I do, but that's where creators were. That's where your audience was. And then when you go somewhere else, they may not follow. You're not like Mr. Beast. I keep bringing up Mr. Beast because he's a prime example of a creator who has gone the entrepreneur route and that has also still creates. He's made clothing. He's given away items. He's given away food. He's given people back their eyesight. He has created snacks, burgers, pizza. He's an entrepreneur first and a creator second. Joji, he was about music, but he was creating, making music, and then now is a full-time music dude. His audience left with him because he left behind the platform. Still posts his music on the platform, but left behind the platform to still create and make music and then throw stuff on said platform. His content still stands. Filthy Frank still stands. He eventually left it to make fucking music. Why do I mention these type of creators leaving, but also still bringing back to the platform? Because they pay homage to what gave them their careers. I don't want to go to another platform to watch a creator. I didn't go watch Snucko. I think I tuned in on one time and I was like, I'm not staying here. I'm not downloading this app. I'm not ever streaming on this. No, because it's not YouTube. It's not YouTube because they don't have the Freds. They don't have the things that made the internet popping. These platforms are so new that they don't have the viral moments. They don't have the viral people. They don't have Chocolate Rain. They don't have YouTube history. Shit that comes out just doesn't have the same history as YouTube. That broke the internet. The cat videos, this. No. And the fact that people think I'm just going to go over here and everybody's going to follow, the rest of the internet will not. That's where you got it twisted. That's where you got it shaped the wrong way. You think is wrong. YouTube, Twitch, Instagram, Twitter, even Facebook. They're going to have their opposites. They're going to have other platforms that are going to be like, yo, we're going to be the next Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube. We're going to be the next. And then you stop hearing about them. You stop hearing about these bitches because they don't succeed. Even if he goes and Kai and your age, all the streamers he mentioned goes to Kick or another platform or get cut deals, then what? Then you start doing the same shit you did on the other platform. Then people are going to be left to see 5 niggas on the platform, but where's these other creators? Can someone like me, a general whatever creator, go over here without a deal? Can I just make an account with my email? Can I just go over here and start streaming? No? No, fuck you. I don't want to go to a platform just for you. I want to go to a platform to see someone unknown. Can me or anybody else from It's a Gundam to Clownfish TV to Nerd Erotic to trying to fucking think of some other YouTubers to Just Kidding News can go over here to these other unknown channels, make accounts, and start getting another form of an audience? Fuck no. Because you don't have history with your shit. Oh, well, they can make a new history, fat man. Doesn't matter. You're not the internet. The internet was built literally around YouTube. YouTube is a part of internet history. Old YouTube, new YouTube, old. You know what the old YouTube layout used to be? Used to be fucking so wonderful. You could change your banner, change the rest of your YouTube. It's like MySpace. MySpace taught niggas how to code and then add music to their shit. MySpace was fucking awesome. And anybody out there, you should get a MySpace, learn how to code, learn how to make shit, learn how to have fun. Because Facebook came out and Facebook was just simplistic. So simple that it was just for idiots. I never had a MySpace. I never cared for MySpace. I never cared for Facebook. But I started to get these things because friends started to go to college. People started to grow up. I started to get older and I just kept in touch with people from high school. Then it became strangers. Then it became family. Then, you know what I'm saying? That's what it is. Now with my Instagram, it's me growing my photography, my YouTube, me as a creator. And I still have friends and other creators, but I'm building that. What hurts is the fact that he's like, why do we just go to these other platforms? What are those other platforms going to do for you? Like I said before, and people don't understand this, Twitter has history. That's why Twitter is not leaving. Twitter's not going nowhere. Twitter has there's a lot of viral moments and a lot of crazy shit that's come out of Twitter. Same thing with Instagram. Same thing with Twitch. They're part of internet history. That's why people don't leave these platforms. That's what he doesn't understand. That's why a lot of people don't understand. You can't just, a new platform can come out of nowhere, but the longevity of the platform, and if history can be made by a picture, if something can go viral off that platform, falls into the category of internet history. You have to really think about that.
And don't lie to me right now. Do not lie. Would you open up your Twitch app if those 5 people did not? Yes or no? Be honest.
Yes. Some people, somebody said yes, other people saying no.
Exactly. It's not the platform anymore. It's not.
Some people are saying yes, my nigga. Maybe they're saying yes to be dickheads, but you gotta look at the grand scheme of it. It's not just you that they stay for on the platform. There's also other creators that aren't the same level.
And the people, my community in particular, gets so disrespected. You banned the 2 biggest black creators on Black History Month. How does that make any sense? And no, guys, no, I'm not talking about me. Look, I knew you guys were gonna say Adin and what? Look, no, Bruce and Kai. Okay?
Yeah, I remember that.
You guys have to understand, bro. You know, I'm all for people having their own opinion and things, but I just don't see it making any sense to not hear out my options and see what the fuck I'm gonna do. Because, you know, I can't even play games with Speed on streaming.
Yeah, he's banned.
I can't even play games with Gideon on stream.
He's banned. That's why.
I can't even do a stream with Soulja Boy. I want to do a stream with Trump one day. I can't even do a stream with Donald Trump.
I don't think so. That Trump one, you need to pull that back, sir. That's weird. The Trump moment is weird. I don't know why he said that. Trump is weird. That's weird. Trump don't even know how to use the internet. He would literally have to fucking get. That's probably why. scam people out of a console that is not his. It's an emulator gaming console that his lawyers were like, yeah, you need to shut that down. That's not even, you didn't get permission from any of these gaming companies. Stop. It was weird. It was weird. And then Donald Trump, that's funny. No.
You get what I'm saying? It doesn't make any sense. They're banned. I heard they're striking motherfuckers and warning motherfuckers because if you watch a certain or a more amount of people, you get what I'm saying? So if I'm watching a lot of Speed, I can get banned.
Really? See, I don't know about that. Like, that's crazy. He's going somewhere with this, hopefully, but that's kind of wild. I didn't know these type of things.
Come on, bro.
I love the gaming chair. It's got flash on it. That shit cool. What
Come
kind of
on.
gaming chair is that? I definitely want
That's just, I just don't understand it, bro. I don't. It's like they're setting a lot of warnings. I got warned. I know other top creators who got warned. And you know who you are? You're a fucking boss, bro. Don't ever let anyone tell you you're not. And you built what you did by yourself. And that's facts. And you guys got to tell creators and show them how fucking worthy they are because they are worth everything, bro. Creators are fucking, that's really what it is, bro. I just asked you guys if you guys would watch, if you guys would even open Twitch. If you would open Twitch, if those 5 people did not stream. The chat said no. I mean, I just want to see what the fuck's gonna happen with everyone. I love everybody, and again, I just want to spread positivity and show love, and I realize on this internet shit, you never win. You never fucking win. Hey guys, Mr. Beast was getting canceled, bro, like on Twitter for curing blindness. How the fuck are you gonna even give that man shit at all? How?
We talked about this. I feel like it was people reacting and not really understanding. Like, I'm a reactionary type of dude sometimes with my channel. I will react, not understand. Until later, and I probably have to walk some shit back. I never really do, because I probably like, okay, maybe I was wrong. But that's the problem. Mr. Beast got canceled on Twitter, which is not a real place. Dave Chappelle said it. But being on a platform that's gonna look at every move you make, even when you throw money at it, is what Mr. Beast does. He throws money somewhere and has fun and helps people, and no one cares. Like, he bought out an entire supermarket and no one understood that.
It doesn't make sense! Bro, Twitter is not real, bro. These people that make these tweets, I want to see you in real life. And that's not a threat. I just want to talk to you. There's no way you go outside and live in my life. There's no way you live in the world I live in. There's just no fucking way. How?
He's telling the truth. There's no way, but I believe that.
I don't get it, man. I just don't fucking get it. And I want to understand. So guys, I'm not permanently full-time going there. I want to feel it out, and I want to make sure my community fucks with it too.
Here we go.
So I'll still stream on Twitch if that's what you guys want. But what I will say is this. I'm going to Kick this week. I'm going to be doing Omegle, watching live sports, watching movies.
Here's where we kind of get it all fucked up. He's going to start saying the live sports caught me off guard because you can't watch live sports on none of these platforms because they don't have exclusivity rights to these platforms. You can't stream it or there's a lot of copyright involved when it comes to live sports. So that's where he kind of got me like, maybe women's sports. That shit, no one cares about that. They don't.
Prank phone calls. Doing unlimited, we could literally watch porn together. I could jerk off with you. No, I'm still celibate.
This is where the controversy comes from. This moment, this joke that he may have said was not taken as it was a joke, but then he actually went and did what he said. So the controversy at the point of this entire long ass video, apologies once again, comes from basically Adin here not realizing what he has said, and his channel held him to that. Like, hey, what about watching live porn since he watched live sports? He did that on Kick. And he checked to realize what his audience ages were. and they were young. Some were 14, some were 21, some were 27, some were 12. Yeah. This comment does not age well because he did show porn. Even though he said he wasn't going to jack off or watch anything, it was bad.
But if I wanted to, we can do whatever the fuck we want. There's no terms of service over there.
Found out that is actually wrong. They do have a terms of service. They have a TOS. They can't be a functioning live streaming or video streaming website without having some type of TOS, having some type of restrictions of stuff you can't do. That's the same thing, like I said, when it comes to freedom of speech. Your freedom of speech and certain things under it is not covered. This is what people forget. You can look up the freedom of speech. It tells you what is under it. It tells you what's not covered by it. That is a true fact. Adin made a huge mistake here and jumped the fucking gun. Let's continue.
You guys can say whatever you want on my chat. Nobody can get fucking banned. If you, listen, if
he goes on to say this and eventually did start banning people that started spamming the N-word. He has two black bodyguards, two dudes that are his friends, and immediately the N-word started going around. They started saying some racist stuff. They started wilding, and eventually he had to start blocking. So what he said here was wrong. You couldn't say whatever you wanted, and Adin was not letting half of that shit slide. So he found out very fast and started realizing he's fucking stupid.
if you love people and no, fuck that. If you believe some shit and you want to type that shit, say what the fuck you want. Everything is allowed. I literally might have 2 people in this room this week fucking on stream just to show motherfuckers. Look.
No. He was wildin'. And I wanted to kind of show this part of the video, not the rest of it, but he's wildin'. He's wildin' under a lot of shit. And like I said before, this type of energy is going to be given a lot of fucking stupid. I got to be honest with you here. As a creator, I wish the platform was a little more relaxed, but it ain't like that. It don't work like that. And that's how the game goes. To be honest with you, he was dumb. Very dumb.
Look what I can do. Nah, I'm not doing that. It's fucking haram. But listen, no. Guys, by the way, I'm still celibate. A lot of people are not going to believe me. But, I don't have to worry about going on Omega and if I see a big black veiny dick. I'm going to react like, damn, you're packing. No, I'm kidding. No.
That's gay.
Stop. But I'm just saying, bro, I don't got to worry about getting banned. I just don't.
He had to worry, all right? Because then eventually, after this, Adin Ross got banned. And if you want to finish the rest of these few minutes, go ahead. I'm not. The link to this video will be down below. We actually have timestamps this time, so you can kind of skip to where you want to watch things. Let's move forward. We have Ludwig with his mogul mail. Like I said, we have timestamps now, so everything will be in the timestamps below. So you can skip ahead to watch those things. We're going to react to his mogul mail, Omni's last, and then in the middle would be Philip DeFranco. Let's go.
A few days ago, we talked about some Twitch drama, and today we have a big update. Adin Ross has been banned by Twitch for the 8th time, and I think the last time. Not because he's going to turn a new leaf and become a better person, but I think Twitch will actually permanently ban him this time. And we'll talk about why he got banned in just a moment. But first, a little context. Adin, if you don't know, is the 20th biggest streamer of 2022. And recently he started flirting with another streaming platform, Kick.com, which is owned and operated by the same people who own and operate Stake, the gambling website. And after I made the video a few days ago, Adin dropped this video, which kind of alluded to him switching over to Kick. I'll let you be the judge.
I'll win. I decided I want to take my talents.
Well, there you have it, folks. Thanks for joining us. Adin wants to win.
Damn, don't you want to know where I'm streaming? Yo.
Now, I don't think this was an announcement of Adin permanently streaming on Kick or exclusively streaming on Kick, because that doesn't make that much sense. I think he would have taken the approach that Train took, someone who's guiding a lot of Kick's decisions, where you stream a set amount of hours on Kick, maybe 40, maybe 50 hours a month, while doing a set amount of hours on Twitch to try to bring your audience with 7 million followers Twitch over to your audience with 100,000 followers Kick, because that makes
But like I said before, sometimes audiences will not travel to newer platforms. They just won't. They'll like, yeah, what are you doing over there? But other than that, they usually 9 times out of 10 never follow. Or some do, some don't.
a lot more business sense. But now he doesn't have the option because he's banned. Not only does he not have the option to stream and try to bring his audience over, he also can't even collaborate with people who are streaming on Twitch anymore because that's how the ban evasion policy works. So why did he get banned? Well, I have a theory, but before we jump into my theory, it's worth talking about a lot of the controversy he's been getting into the past couple weeks. The streaming of porn to his mainly children audience, the streaming of the Super Bowl, which is wildly illegal. But what is Adin's take on why he got banned?
Sign my deal to this shit. It don't matter. I already locked myself in on Kick. Thank God, because I told everyone that Kick was out to get me, bro. They were out to get me.
Twitch is out to get me.
Kai, they're out to get all these fucking streamers. All. Every single one of these streamers, bro. And, you know, I'm going to just tell you guys right now, bro. I'm not even going to bash Twitch completely. But the one thing I'll say is this. If I had blue hair and did my makeup, would you have banned me, Twitch?
So basically, nowadays, if you have blue hair, it's the sign of someone who's like a weird, non-binary, sexually non-ambiguous person who's probably genderqueer or something stupid under those names. Or you're woke, which means you're awake to what's happening. The government's bad and the government can't help us and we have to rise up and racism is this, and this. And like the woke, I can put it in like less terms. Woke, right? You're a guy with painted fingernails, your hair is blue, you got eyeliner underneath your fucking eyes. Woke. You know what I am saying? I don't mean to put it that way, but it's kind of the term that's been floating on the internet for the moment, right? And it's, to me, I call it fake woke or someone who just wants to have fun and be a rebel. Back in the days, colorful hair meant you were like a rock star. You were like worshiping the devil and being fucking cool. But it wasn't. You were just being rebellious to what the fucking social norms was. That's it. Personally, to me, I don't care. Whatever. But he's saying Twitch wouldn't ban someone who's political that way because now it seemed more as a political look or right wing, left wing. Sounds like a bunch of chicken wings. I'm actually hungry right now. I'm hungry right now. So I was trying not to say right or left wing because I want some chicken. Oh, I want some chicken. But that's how he feels. That's how he's saying it. I don't know if that's true because I do think it's up to the person up to the individual to decide. And if Twitch is going to be like that, personally sounds weird, but he don't know what he's talking about.
And the answer is yeah. And I think we can even prove it. Adin, if you dye your hair blue and put your makeup on, you won't get unbanned. So by that logic, it's not why you got banned. But I understand the 2014 talking point of, oh, it's just woke libs on that website and they don't understand my Sigma matrix breaking reality that I'm spitting on stream every day and they want to quiet that down. That's kind of the rhetoric that Adin seems to be going down, which aligns very heavily with the man whose dick he's been riding for the past couple of years, or I guess not even a couple of years, like 6 months to a year, Andrew Tate. Because he worships the ground that guy walks on. It's a bigger dick riding situation than even Charlie and Moby Hughes.
I feel like everyone's saying dick riding. I want to be devil's advocate to this, right? I feel like Adin needed someone to kick his ass, right? Adin does have a father. He has a dad, but I don't know how Jewish fathers are. I think they're more attentive to be like, go do what the fuck you have to do to make some money, do some cash, push him, right? His brother does go out to say that they have pushed Adin to go out there and do what he wants to do as a streamer, a content creator, all that shit. Supporting family. I think he looks at Andrew as like a different type of brother, not by blood, but a brother that he can relate to in some form or fashion. Like, because he's looking up to him doesn't mean he's a father figure. He's looking at how Andrew Tate moves and walks. He's like, you know what? I might want to adopt the shit that he does. Because Andrew Tate says, I have sex with a lot of women, I do this, but he also smokes cigars. And the dude was eating pizza and he got eventually busted by like the whole thing, right? And it wasn't the pizza that got him busted, but the dude eats pizza sometimes, right? He does keep his body healthy. Right now he's in jail, so don't know how that's working out. But Adin saw some good traits and he wanted to build himself. Those aren't bad. But Adin isn't looking at the bad stuff or the stuff underneath Andrew and being like, bro, you got some kind of fucked up flaws. And Adin did question Tate. That's a true fact. Adin questioned Tate. Adin questioned Tate's resolve, mind. He did have conversations about that, and it's still on his channel. Go check that out, where he's battling Tate in chess, but he's also talking with him. Yeah, they're making fun of him, but I think Adin got in shape to be like, nah, nigga, I can prove you wrong. And that's who he is. He's the type of nigga to prove somebody wrong. Like, I can prove you wrong, get in shape, and I can look good as you, and I can be fucking healthy. You think I can't do it because I have a weak mind, but I don't. I can put my resolve and do anything. That's who he is. 21 years fucking old. He can do what the fuck he wants. So he proved Tate wrong. And to me personally, I respect that from one man to another. Respect it. Now, other people will be like, well, he's dick riding Tate. He's probably trying to prove Tate wrong. He respects Tate as a brother from another mother, which he has said before. But he also has questioned Tate on his fucking thinking, because it's not right. Adin Ross is also fearless. He's gonna talk and do the best with the most controversial people. But he hasn't talked about Tate as much on his shit, only when he felt bad about Tate was in jail. That's it. Like, I feel sorry for him because he's in jail. I don't think he needs to be there. That's not bad. There's no bad rhetoric. It's how it does harm to other people. Maybe.
Adin even tweeted out a emoji holding back tears to Andrew Tate, who is currently in Romanian prison on human trafficking charges, saying that they'll hang out and do push-ups together when he's out. So there's a connection going on here, and something that kind of fuels my belief that this is part of the downfall of Adin Ross is a post from his alleged half-brother. I say alleged because Andrew Tate shut it down pretty quick, so that's not my brother. I don't know if he's saying that because it's like that I don't view him as my brother anymore, or half brothers don't count, or if it's totally fake. But I think the message is still valuable. So I'm going to read it out here. It says, from Miller Ross, I wanted to bring attention to this and talk about Adin Ross, my half-brother. I think his career had a big shift after meeting Andrew Tate. Fame came to Adin really fast when he was a teen. Our whole family, including my mom, had worked to keep him away from certain people and on the right path. Last year, he started talking to Andrew Tate, and he just gone through a bad breakup, and so he's really vulnerable. I showed our dad some of Tate's content, and our dad got worried. But Adin turned 21, so the family said, you're an adult. We'll let you figure it out. What's the worst that could happen? By the holidays, he totally changed. He had a fight with our dad and told him to dye his hair blue.
So basically he was battling with his father because Andrew was having some type of rhetoric and conversation with him. And that's over the holidays that they haven't seen each other. Then the holidays comes back, and his dad, being Jewish, his father's Jewish, his brother's Jewish, Adin is also Jewish. Jewish people, I guess, maybe might be a little more held back, conservative. They might not say certain things on their mind, but they'll just kind of express it in different ways. Or his father's worried because, listen, this goes against probably things that we are, who we are, right? And personally, that's fine. Adin's dad is only questioning the thoughts of somebody else who's trying to influence his son. Period. Point blank. Now, over the holidays, if this has happened, crazy, wild.
Okay, that does seem to be a thing he really believes strongly.
Yes.
I couldn't believe that was actually my kid brother. When our dad found out that Adin was going to fly to Romania to visit Andrew Tate, he tried to intervene, but Adin cut him off, and also cut off his aunts, his uncles, his cousins, and at least a grandparent. The people.
That's fucked up, because if you cut everybody off, for what reason? You're an asshole. Straight up an asshole. If that's true, then he's fucking up. Because he feels like people are trying to control him. And that's how he is mentioning these things is like the same way Kanye was. Like, you can't control me, you Jewish people. And in Adin's mind, he was like, I wasn't trying to control you, bro. I just told you can't speak ill of my people. period. Speak ill of me, attack me directly, don't attack everybody else, has nothing to do with it. Now Adin is going against that standing up rhetoric and attacking or removing his funding his families. That's fucked up. That's not what Andrew Tate stands for. Andrew Tate actually supports and believes in family. He's this close with his brother. Adin is not his brother. He's just like, you're a good friend to me. You know, you're my little brother. I can son your ass anytime I can. Nigga's like, what, 37? So he can son this little nigga. But you have to look at the standpoint of what it is to be at a certain age as Tate and be at a young age as Adin, 21, dumb, full of zero experiences in life, and is going to look at somebody like Tate and be like, well, Tate's an older brother to me because I can look up to what he's done and maybe not emulate, but get close to an understanding of what he's thinking. But you'd also challenge this nigga's thought, which Tate believes in family. You're removing funding and helping your family. Tate will tell you, no, that's wrong. That's your family. That's all you got. I'm not your family. I'm just your friend. We can be family. You can treat me like blood, but I'm not your blood. That makes sense.
People that raised him his blood, which also goes against even the philosophies of Andrew Tate, who's a ride or die with his brother Tristan and believes blood is thicker than anything that exists. So a little bit of a weird decision there. If I have to hear my father cry over Adin one more time, I swear to God, it's strained our relationship now too, because I don't want to hear about Adin anymore. I'm tired of the bullshit. The Kanye thing alone caused so much drama, and for what? Clout? It's crazy. A lot of kids look up to Adin. Last time we saw each other, we went shoe shopping. This little boy ran up to him and cried. It was literally him meeting his hero. Whether he asked for it or not, that's his audience, and it's irresponsible to feed the kids nonsense, period. I mean, he's streaming porn on his channel, calling women dishwashers. We were never the closest growing up, but I don't even know who he is anymore. And his Twitch permanently got banned, and his career hinges on the success of an unregulated gambling portal. What happened? And I think
what happened is whatever he's looking at. And I hate the person down here said, okay, but who asked? Who the fuck are you paying for Twitter Blue, pussy? I don't pay for Twitter. I still use Twitter as free. I love the people that do pay for Twitter. You keep funding my power to use it for free. Thanks. I look at it like this. Adin is a content creator, and he's probably been talking to the wrong set of people, and they've also probably been drilling some shit into him. Or he's been reading some books, or he's been, I don't want to say this to sound paranoid, he's been saying a lot of talking points, a lot of weird shit that's online. He has been seeing something on his feeds, and he's been saying and oppressing and pushing that forward. If I could talk with Adin Ross, I would say, listen, I think you bugging. But what makes you start saying all this shit? What have you been seeing or hearing on your end that makes you be like, blue hair people are the devil? What's happening, right? Because I don't think it's just Tate. I think it's somebody else, something else. It has to be. You know what I'm saying? It's weird. Maybe I'm bugging, or maybe it's a social experiment. Maybe Adin's fucking with everybody. Maybe Adin is trying to self-destruct and see what happens if he goes this far, and then calls it a social experiment. I would amazingly see if he's smarter than that. I'd be like, fuck me.
That's honestly a really good characterization of at least the shift Adin has made from like a 2K streamer who was super excited to meet like LeBron James and just making collab content to a guy who is really big into like red pill, like again, 2018 hateful rhetoric. And I'm just going to show you some of the rhetoric that he's just been randomly spouting in almost nonsensical ways.
Jake
in a
Lucky's
reply
like,
to, bro, what the fuck's going on? He said, it's all unfolding. You know how many genders there are, and you know men can't get pregnant. Which I don't think anyone was arguing. You post bad things about certain people.
People do argue that. People do argue men can get pregnant. It's weird. It's a weird argument online. It's very weird. He said no one's arguing that, but somebody somewhere has argued that. I shit you not. It's weird. DC Comics made the Joker pregnant because of Zatanna over a spell. It was weird. Yeah. But this is weird.
people, but you're afraid to come after mess up. You don't post them. Confusing things. You're a fake woke far left. Post all the controversy, not just people you don't like. Okay. Then he tweets out there are only two genders. Okay. And then on stream he asks Trainwreck this.
In that bear trap, it's gonna be there. So just keep your eye there. You know what I'm saying? Keep your eye on
I
every
have a
corner.
question. Can guys get raped?
Yes.
Guys can get raped.
Where does that come from? I think he looked away. He looked at something. He was like, I'm gonna ask this crazy fucking question. What's going on?
Raped?
Yes.
Can you give me an example?
What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
It works the exact same way. It just, right? Like,
Why is he pushing back?
Well, I don't know why he's pushing back, but he is. He's like, bro, guys can, things happen. Someone can drug you at a party, same way they could drug a girl and diddle your booty. You know what I'm saying? You end up in jail, and a motherfucker wants to have fun with you. They're gonna diddle you. But some people's like, but that's jail. I'm like, oh, whatever, nigga. This is weird. This is a weird question to ask, and I feel like he's doing this on purpose to be a dickhead. I don't feel like he's doing this for yeah, look how funny this is. I think he's doing this to be a dickhead and to prove a weird point. I just don't know what his point is.
it's the same.
Now, Train, obviously someone who wants Kick to be successful because he's guiding the way that platform grows, tries to kind of quiet Adin down a bit, but this is Adin directly after the call ends.
All right, chat. Nobody jump in the fucking chat. How many genders are there? There's two, chat. Yes, sir. W's in the fucking chat. Freedom of speech. Fuck everyone. Fuck all those. Ooh. Oh, man. All right, cool, bro. Cool.
Is he high? I feel like he's on something because this nigga is really acting funny.
Cool. Remember, chat, it's Adam and Eve, not Adam and Steve.
He's wild.
Let's go! All right.
What?
This is a thing people say online. Like if he's super religious now, it's like, oh, the Bible says Adam and Eve, not Adam and Steve. It's like that doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense. You're just bringing up the Bible because you don't have an argument. Yes, guys like guys, girls like girls. We don't get mad at girls liking girls though, because lesbians are hot. Because the L stands for women, women on women, lesbians. Gays are two guys. Just take out. It was guy, but you took out the U and you put A, and now it's gay. It's funny. That to me it was funny. I saw it that way a long time ago. I was like, it's funny, lesbians. But no one gets mad at lesbians. People get mad at guys on guy. I don't know why. That's not my business. That's not my territory. I put it in the. Oh, this is funny. Now I think Adin's on something or an idiot.
What is that? That's straight out of I Now Pronounce You Chuck and Larry fucking 2008 alt-right rhetoric. The most homophobic thing that like someone who rooted for John McCain could come up with. It just doesn't even make any sense. And it also, I feel like, goes against what he was really all about, which was supposed to be like Sigma, improving yourself. I'm not going to jerk off to porn because I want to steer my mind clean. I want to work out and improve my body. Okay.
He has a point.
Then why are you just going after random marginalized groups of people, sensitive groups, and just trying to hurt them? It doesn't make a lot of sense, and it seems like it's spreading hate for no reason, with the only argument that it's like, well, no, it's actually me breaking out from the Matrix in trying to attack the woke left.
But we just heard Adin say this in the video. He doesn't want to spread hate and vitriol through Kanye. And that Kanye thing will be underneath another video. He even said it, his entire talk with Kanye West. I don't want you on my thing because I don't want you to spread hate and vitriol. I don't want to spread hate and vitriol and fucked up things to my community. Adin Ross has said this, personally said this, and now he's taking it all the way like he's been fucking brainwashed or something. Personally, I don't understand that. It's like, what's happening to you to make you feel this way? Who you talking to change your perception? It's the same thing with Kanye. He started rambling wild shit when he obviously got in the room with the wrong people and it turned left real fast. It's like with Adin right now. Who you talking to make you start saying dumb shit? You didn't want to spread hate and vitriol, but now you're spreading hate and vitriol. You're a hypocrite. Hypocrite. It's fucking disgusting.
What? Is making a gay guy feel bad because the Bible doesn't have Adam and Steve really you doing that?
For real.
DJ Scheme had a really empathetic take here that I figured I'd read. This is talking about Andrew Tate specifically. And I guess Adin even deleted his reply here, which said that he was getting tough love from Andrew Tate. And that's okay. DJ Scheme said, it sounds like manipulation because Andrew Tate used to roast the shit out of Adin Ross. I'll always love you for you, not for anyone else's beliefs that might have been pushed on you. Like for you to tweet something that's sensitive to a group of people isn't you. If you were so focused on yourself, you wouldn't pay them any attention.
That is a true statement. The one thing about these red and blue pills and all these communities is you have to realize everybody's just human and they're going to be a bunch of bitches. I've learned this the hard way and the hard way possible when it comes to life and everything I am as a person or a human being. I just moved this whole fucking table for no reason. You pay attention to somebody and let their words affect you. It's basically sticks and stones can't break my bones, but words can never affect me, right? Words are affecting you. And now you're being, let's say, manipulated, but also being pushed towards something that you didn't believe in. You said it yourself that you don't breed or foster hate, but you start breeding and fostering shit that doesn't make sense. That's hypocritical. You've lost what made you valuable as an individual, and you might lose those fans that look at you now and be like, well, you were talking differently here, and now you're talking this, like, doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense at all. So it's a most hypocritical stance ever. It's like Sneeko when he was philosophize and he was doing all these good philosophy talking style videos, right? He was being truthful and seemed more human and down to earth than other people. Then you see what Sneeko really is, a fucking clown. And that clown starts to unravel, unfold, become mental, become more of a guy that he wants to be and not somebody else, right? Then falls into the rabbit hole of making fun of people and having fun and then finding Andrew Tate along that side. I'm still mad at Snucko for apologizing to Hamza when Hamza was talking shit about you and your brother. And Hamza finally was like, I shouldn't have did that. But still, you were like, oh, you still a Jeffrey. Like, the fuck? Like, who the fuck are you to tell me who the fuck I am? I'm a man that can make fun of wherever the fuck I want. You're doing yoga poses on your bed. That's kind of gay. And this is supposed to inspire niggas. Do that shit outside in front of a beach. That's more inspiring. That view is beautiful. I want to be at that view. I don't want to see you do yoga poses on your bed. Make smart decisions, not dumb ones. Sneeko made fun of him and had a whole back and forth with him and he made a video about Sneeko's brother being on the right path, being a child and not a Jeffrey. And I'm like, Sneeko didn't want to apologize to that nigga, but then eventually grew because he met Tate and then apologized. I was like, nah, nigga, that nigga never apologized to you about like using your brother as content or coming at you. Personally, you made fun of him and he could have been like, that was kind of weird. I was doing yoga on the bed. It's whatever. But it didn't happen. And some people blew off Sneeko's jokes and some people also attacked Sneeko's personality. Snucko became this guy on a one-dimensional basis to being this four-dimensional being that's also a dickhead. It's kind of like that, right? And Adin became someone who was honest to his word and didn't want bad rhetoric and didn't believe in words that Kanye said. That's why he never interviewed him. To now being a person that is influenced by Big Brother Tate and getting tough love and understanding what he's capable of doing as a human, but then also losing his money and compromising his values and his morals. When you compromise your values and your morals, you have no other ground to stand on. You didn't want to foster hate, now you're breeding hate and you sound like hate. What does that mean? You're an idiot. You're a hypocrite. Your word doesn't count. People shouldn't value your word. You no longer are a man. You're a bitch. It's the same thing. It goes for any one of these red pill motherfuckers. You're not men. You're bitches. And when you start realizing that fucking all the hoes, getting all the money is the same shit rappers were talking about, and then niggas found that in rap music useless. Eventually, those rappers grew up to talk about different stuff. To talk about grinding, love, passion, energy, building, creative, racism. They found newer things to push, and they found their ideas and who their personality and their core human was. You compromised. You compromised for a bag, and that bag no longer helps you because you're not even feeding the people that you were about. If, let's say it's true or not true that Adin cut off his family, that sounds crazy. That sounds crazy. And I hope he addresses those situations to be like, nah, I didn't cut my family off. Like, I was talking about I would, but I never did. I got too mad. Because right now, him, just like Schnucko and just like Andrew, look like idiots. Because Andrew Tate eventually, when he did apologize, he said it, the same shit I said here to you today. It's how the message goes through and how I say it. How my words can affect someone. Schnucko didn't understand that, and Schnucko's no longer on a platform, but he's on some other shit that no one cares about. Adin had human, valuable, personal morals, then bended that for some cash. Money's the real devil. It shows you. He lost the platform that he was on all the time and can't get back on it. He has become Jadidion. He has become other people that are banned off these platforms. Shit's crazy. But he still has YouTube. So I hope he streams more on YouTube and makes money on YouTube. And calms it down. Personally.
Which I think makes the most sense of anything that I've read in a discourse between Adin and someone else. And that's where we left off. I don't know. Adin Ross, everything he has done is fucking stupid.
We're moving forward to Phil DeFranco. Here we go with Phil DeFranco, and then Omni is last because his video was kind of short. Philip's video might be shorter, or we might cut this out. I'll let you know. But here we go.
Respond to that tweet. So yeah, I guess we'll wait to see what happens from here. And then Adin Ross, the voice of a generation, is being unjustly persecuted. This, according to the warped, deluded brain inside of Adin. So Adin, who is yet to be accused by anyone for being too smart, at least by people that do not have brain injuries, he's been having himself a little time as of late. He's an absolutely massive streamer. He's also kind of become Andrew Tate's lackey over the last several months or year. And since his buddy got snatched up by the Romanian authorities, some have said he's gone off the deep end, which in part has been seen as why he's kind of testing out the waters with this new streaming service, Kick. He says they have more lax rules, that he can stream pretty much anything. And the form that has taken recently is pretty special. For one, he live streamed the Super Bowl to around 100,000
which was stupid. He shouldn't have did that. And he's lucky that he's this close. If the NFL sues him, like finds his address, finds where he's at, and sue the shit out of him, they're charging him mad fucking money. Like, his deal will probably bankrupt him.
concurrent viewers. Talked about trying to get his Nazi buddy Nick Fuentes over on the platform.
Nick Fuentes is a monster. Even Schnucko fucking talked about Nick Fuentes. He's a racist, a disgusting human being, and a shithead. Honestly, you want to say the shit you want to say, but you can't back up any of that with facts or anything. Dude said to Schneeko, black people have 2% low IQ than white people. He said that. And I watched the video and I heard that and I said, well, fuck this Fuentes guy, because definitely wasn't a fan of him after I found out more things about him.
As well as deciding it'd just be fun to have a watch party for porn.
What do y'all want to watch, bro? I don't support porn. Like, I don't support the shit. The fuck do y'all want to watch on here, bro? I don't support the shit. I don't condone it. I don't support it.
With an audience seemingly full of minors.
Wait, how old are you guys in the chat, bro? Jesus, I didn't know that.
Number.
Ray doesn't say it out loud, but it appears that many in the chat answer his question and they're well under the age of 8.
Well, 29, 18, 21, 2. I like how someone said I'm 2. That made no sense. That's a joke. 13, 18, 55. Don't believe that one. 16, 14, 10, 10? I don't believe that one either. 22, what? Stupid. 17, 15, 18, 9, 13, 13, 13.
Of 18. Though also here, some reports have claimed that he turned on age restrictions for the stream. That also resulted in this fun little moment where you had people like Jake Lucky tweeting out the clip, with Adin seemingly not happy about that, and a screenshot then going around where Adin says, "Keep yourself safe," which some say is a super ominous and threatening thing in its own right, but others also noting if you take the first letter, it's KYS, kill yourself. And seemingly with this, Adin is moving over to Kick, posting a video a few days ago announcing this. And then following that, we saw that Adin got banned from Twitch for the 8th time. This time, it reportedly being permanent, which, if he was already leaving, probably wouldn't bother him that much. Except, no, he makes a very big deal about it.
If I had blue hair and did my makeup, would you have banned me Twitch?
Because he personally wasn't going to leave Twitch. He was just like, well, I'll move to Kick and stream there. And I'll also stream sometimes on Twitch. He said to his audience, if y'all want me to stream on Twitch, I will, but I'm not going to stream consistently, which isn't bad. They shouldn't have removed him for that, but I think they might have removed him for the porn thing, but that wasn't on their platform. So I don't understand shit like that.
And also with this saying, if he was someone else, this wouldn't have happened.
I'm permanently banned on Twitch. It's done. It's already done. But I got permanently banned for no reason. At all.
Though he did later say there was a reason, he just didn't think that the reason made sense, but declined then to go into further detail for legal reasons. You know, the biggest standout of the story is just how he's victimizing himself in this. Like, I think he's within 24 hours of saying he's like MLK, gonna drop his own "I have a dream" speech. But also, I will say, this doesn't come at a great time for Twitch. There are reports coming out now saying that Twitch's viewership has dropped around 10% in the past year. Well, I think part of that can be connected to viewership habits changing post-pandemic. You do also have to consider new competitors like Kick popping up, as well as YouTube acquiring top talent over the past 2 years. And some of that talent actually successfully migrating their audiences and thriving. Though I wouldn't say that's universal, but it is very notable. But ultimately, that's where we are, and we'll have to wait to see what.
So Philip did nothing, but we're going to move on to Omni. He's the last one on here, and I feel like from his video to this, it's the longest. Like I said, we have fucking timestamps. So let's continue.
Ladies and gentlemen, drugs. Since we were toddlers, people have been telling us how bad they are for you. And if you do them, you will die. But there is one drug that nobody has ever told us about that I believe is the most powerful and most potent drug of all. And that
Pussy. Pussy is the... I'm sorry.
drug, ladies and gentlemen, is clout. Clout is a hell of a drug. The power of social media, likes, views, clicks, and attention, all in the palm of your hand. It's so potent that it'll drive a man like Adin Ross to willingly want to sniff Andrew Tate's after-ass musk from a chair.
I think he did this out of comedy. He was in Romania, and I think he did this like to fuck around and joke, but he was like, I'm gonna do this. It's gonna be hilarious. Because Adin does stuff like this for like clickable moments. He's like, I haven't done a clickable moment yet. I need a clickable moment.
You know, this.
I have work to do. I'm done. I fixed you.
You know what I mean? And it took me a while to understand that, and you know it did.
That was funny. I thought that was hilarious, but I thought it was funny. It may have not been funny to everybody else. Like, that's stupid. I'm like, it's hilarious.
And I just want to say, bro, I think I'm ready, bro.
For those of you who don't know, there's a streamer by the name of Adin Ross that's been trending for like the past several days for many reasons. We've talked about his downward spiral a bit in the past, but recently, Mans has been completely unhinged to the point where he's been permanently banned on Twitch as of yesterday. And apparently he has no idea as to why.
First thing I'm going to say is this. I already signed my deal to this shit. It don't matter. I already locked myself in on Kick. Thank God. Because I told everyone that Kick was out to get me, bro.
Twitch is out to get him. I think he was talking too fast here and overthinking it.
They were out to get me. They're out to get Kai. They're out to get all these streamers. All. Every single one of these streamers, bro. And, you know, I'm going to just tell you guys right now, bro. I'm not even going to bash Twitch completely. But the one thing I'll say is this. If I had blue hair and did my makeup, would you have banned me Twitch?
Yes.
It's a serious question.
You can tell that Adin Ross probably spent the past 2 or 3 days ready to drop that bombshell of a statement suggesting, hey, if I had color hair and did makeup, if I was a woman or anybody else and not some white male, cis male or something like that, Twitch, would you ban me?
If I had blue hair and did my makeup and fingernails, would you have permanently banned me, bro? No, they wouldn't have.
I think so, yeah, they would have. But
Listen,
This is his own.
I'm permanently banned on Twitch. It's done. It's already done. But I got permanently banned for no reason.
If he didn't break Twitch's permanent TOS, I've said this before. If he didn't break Twitch's TOS as break and violate their rules of service, that is different. But if he did it on a different platform, I can understand that. I may be wrong. He could have violated their TOS. He could have violated completely, and then they needed to punish him somehow on streaming on another platform. In general, look at me right now. When I tell you this, I'm probably wrong about this, and that's okay. But if Twitch caught him and they banned him, it's for whatever he was doing on Twitch's platform. It has to be for that. It can't be for anything else on another platform that didn't involve Twitch. That's basically being a target of a third party. Like, oh, you did something over here, we're going to fuck you. That doesn't make sense. I wasn't doing it on your platform. You can't just catch me on this platform. That doesn't make sense. That's kind of like something happens outside of the work and I go back to my job and they fire me. I'm like, well, this happened outside. Yeah, but you need to look good outside and inside of work. I'm like, but this happened like 3 blocks down, 5 blocks away from the job. How did you know about this? Oh, we were told. By who? A snitch. So I think that might have got him in trouble, but I should be wrong. That shouldn't have. Unless I'm wrong again, then
At all. No reason. How do you ban someone on Twitch? And my reasoning is for VOD / on stream when I haven't even been streaming there.
But if he has been streaming on Twitch, like I said before, if I'm not streaming on your platform and doing anything on your platform, then I'm okay. But if I'm on some other, if he was streaming on YouTube and then he was like playing rock music and he played a popular song and got banned for that, I'd be like, well, he just covered the song for like 5 seconds and I shouldn't have got him banned. But I'm so confused on this because it doesn't make sense to me personally, because unless their guidelines say if you're on another platform and you do something stupid on another platform, we ban you, period. That doesn't make sense to me if that's in their guidelines. I'm on Twitch. I don't even stream on Twitch.
Poor Adin Ross, banned on Twitch for absolutely no reason. He has done absolutely nothing to garner any kind of negative attention for the past week plus. I'm gonna keep it $150 with y'all, okay? I am so tired of this red pill BS where guys like Adin Ross and Andrew Tate and all these rich dudes come up here and just cry like little babies, suggesting that they have done nothing wrong to garner all of the attention and problems that they have created on themselves. It's getting so whack and so freaking annoying. All of the...
But Andrew Tate did apologize. Andrew Tate does have kids. He kind of is playing a character. He also did mention it's what he says and how he says it that may affect people. So how he should have said it and put his message through is different. He took responsibility. Aiden is probably in that same wheelbarrow, but not realizing, hey, you need to play within the system. The same thing Tate told Schnucko, and Schnucko didn't understand that. So now he's on a bullshit platform no one cares about. There comes a time and a moment where, yes, if I'm doing something somewhere else, this shouldn't affect me over here. But now people say, oh, but that's controversy. Twitch doesn't want the controversy? Fine. They needed to tell him, listen, you got some heat on you. We're going to ban you for 30 days or 6 months on the platform. That's just kind of how it has to be. Adin, okay, fine, fuck it. Fine, until the controversy dies down. Until then, put him back on the platform.
Mental gymnastics people like Adin Ross takes in order to dodge accountability. And then when they have nowhere else to go, they box themselves into a corner where they want to fight against the Matrix, or they say someone's out to get me. Like there's some imaginary goon out there who's trying to silence and shut him down, even though majority of the things that are happening to him are because he's creating the situations himself. Adin Ross is the same.
I feel like it's creating the situation, yes, but it's not also realizing, hey, you can't do certain things over here and not see it might reflect wrongly over there. That's understandable. I bring up the work situation. I fucked up at one of my jobs, let's say, right? I threw a pizza pie scolding hot at a bitch who disrespected me. That has now gone on my record and I've been fired from that job. and that person may want to sue me, but they can't find me, right? Is what it is. Go to another job, that same bitch that I saw comes up into my new job, found me through my phone number or whatever the fuck, told my new job, hey, he threw a hot golden pizza on me, blah, blah, blah. I was like, she was a rude-ass bitch, and I threw a pizza at her. But okay, so what? I didn't throw a pizza at you over here, so what's the problem? My manager will now have to decide, well, you threw that at her at another job. We might need to let you go from here. And I'd be like, but I didn't do nothing here. She just ran up in here, started telling you everything about me at my job. I didn't do nothing to her at this job. That doesn't make any sense. The manager will be like, well, yeah, but we see you as a liability. We can't take that risk. They'll let you go. It probably is the same thing here. What he did on Kick will reflect on what he might do on Twitch. Even if he didn't do it on Twitch, Twitch will look at it and say, no, goodbye. So, yeah, that's the best analogy I can think of.
Same guy who decided to stream the entire NFL Super Bowl on
dumb.
Kick to 90,000 plus people. He had no contract with NFL or nothing to that extent. He just said, hey, I'm going to do whatever the hell I want. Let's stream NFL. And then after that, I don't know if you guys knew this, but Adin Ross decided to stream porn to 80,000+ people in his chat. A lot.
But we talked about this. Adin said he would do it. Adin Ross said he would do it, or he would show the porn, but his audience held him accountable for what he was talking about. And don't get me wrong, he said this to his audience, and then they held him to that. He should have not done it, but he promoted it, which he said he wasn't about. Idiot.
A lot of them being people who are minors.
Porn? Bro. What do y'all want to watch on Pornhub, bro? What do y'all want to watch, bro? I don't support porn. Like, I don't support this shit. The f I want to watch on here, bro? I don't support this shit.
I guess out of the 85,000 people in his chat, the concept of someone saying porn was like, that's what you want to do?
But he did talk about this. He did mention this before, and people are thinking this is brand fucking new. Adin Ross did not say this to his fucking audience, and he did. So at this point, it's like, the fuck you want? He did it, and somebody said, hey, what about the porn thing? He's like, porn? Yeah. Okay. I did say about porn. But he didn't film anything. He didn't click on any video. He just showed it, and that called it a day.
All right, let me bring up Pornhub for you, even though I don't support it, and let me show you all of this porn. It's weird. It's absolutely freaking weird.
How old you guys in the chat, bro?
And then it's a mistake. This is when he realized he fucked up. But Pornhub is not legal. It's the first Google thing that you pops up right there next to X Hamster.
Okay.
So he realizes, okay, I'm stupid for that. He realizes he's dumb for that. But he did this on Kick. He did this on Kick. That is his Kick profile right down here. It's not his Twitch profile, which they almost look similar, which is very weird. But that's Kick. He wasn't on Twitch. Now, this is bad because he's one of Twitch's top earners. So, come on.
I didn't know that.
A sudden
This is when you fucked around and found out.
realization that you probably just showed porn to at least tens of thousands of minors all at once. Imagine doing this and then being like, why did Twitch ban me?
But like I said, if it wasn't on Twitch, it wouldn't be a problem. But controversy that he has now because of this, and the fact that if they permanently ban him and wait a while and he gets his lawyers and tries to sue them for this, it goes through that. But Twitch realized, okay, showing the sports, that was 1. Showing the porn, that's 2, you're out. They weren't even trying to give this nigga 3 because he didn't violate the platform. But like I said before, when it came to the analogy of the job, something happens somewhere else, it might find you somewhere else. And it found him. He had 2 jobs, and the first job was like, nah, nigga, that's not flying with us. And somebody from Twitch was probably watching him on Kick. That happens as well. Whoever the fuck is up there at Twitch was watching him, and then saw what he did, and then they reported it to Twitch because they were afraid this was going to bring backlash to Twitch. I bet money that's exactly or in a form of what happened. I could be wrong. But these motherfuckers cover their tracks. And they don't want controversy, but Twitch is, as Phil said, Twitch has lost a lot of viewership.
Now, I don't know about you guys, but if I was Twitch and I saw a clip of one of my top streamers on my platform showing porn to tens of thousands of minors all at once, I'd probably think to myself, should we let somebody as unhinged as him be a part of our community?
He wouldn't have done it on Twitch. He wouldn't have done it on Twitch. That's the point. That's the point here that I'm trying to make. Adin Ross did this on a platform that wasn't Twitch, and his audience said, if you want me to stream on Twitch, I will. He said this to his audience. When it comes down to the representation or the realization of what he's done, it's fucked. But it's still, he did it.
Or just let him run loose and risk him doing the same things on our platform and then put us into, legal obligation that we don't want to be involved in. I don't think.
See, Omni's wrong here because he didn't see the videos we saw. Adin has already said what he wanted to do on Twitch, he can't do, so he's going to do it on another platform. But he's going to do other stuff that he's probably been doing on Twitch for the longest. Keep these two incomes separate to make some money, is what it is.
I think I need to sit here and explain to you guys why any streaming service would sit here and look at Adin Ross and be like, wow, this guy is a liability. But even when it comes to Kick, the platform where you can do whatever you want, Trainwreck TV, he's one of the...
This nigga ugly. This nigga Trainwreck look like somebody hit his ass with a brick. This nigga look ugly, bro. He look hit, bro. He look like a caveman, bro. This bro look like he got the double chin. I got the double chin too. But he if he fixed himself, he probably has like a nice jaw. But this nigga like he got a straight up peanut head. If he shaved his head, he like a whole peanut. He like an M&M. Don't tell me this is the I lift things up and put them down. Damn, he's creepy.
The streamers there who basically kind of runs a part of the operation set.
I'm just making fun. I think he's fine. I just wanted to poke a little fun. I had to.
Down and talked with Adin Ross himself, and even then he became the voice of reason when dealing with Adin Ross.
I definitely want to get him over here, but yeah, if you want to ever talk to him, you can talk to him and he'll fill you in.
What about Nick Fuentes on this platform?
No.
I have no comment regarding that.
I have no comment regarding that. Perfect.
Okay.
If you guys don't know, by the way, Nick Fuentes is a self-proclaimed Nazi. He then gets up the bright idea to actually call Nick Fuentes up on stream.
All right, now, I have a question for you.
Is Adin hanging around Schnucko? Is he hanging around? I feel like, how would he get in contact with Nick Fuentes? He must be hanging around Schnucko because this is crazy.
Okay, what's up?
So, Nick, tomorrow is a thing called Day of Hate. It is basically a planned holiday to hate on Jews.
Day of Hate?
Yeah?
Yeah. What the f*** is that?
I don't know. I saw a lot of, that's funny that you called me.
Yeah, it's funny. You called the racist Nazi white guy.
To ask about...
I just want to pause. Just want to pause for a second, okay? Because I just want to sit here and just talk to you guys for just a quick second, okay? Just off the cusp. How weird is it for you to be somebody like Adin Ross and your idea of entertainment is to call a guy named Nick Fuentes and then ask him to talk about the Day of Hate that's planned for Jewish communities, okay? Just imagine this. You're a Twitch streamer, and this is the rabbit hole that you willingly have decided to go down. To broadcast to 80, 90,000 people views. For what? It's absolutely freaking weird.
Train, you watching?
Yeah, one sec, sir. I'm in Rust. Go ahead.
A lot more than that. There was a lot. All right.
Whoa, bro. That's a dude dressed as a Nazi. Are you fucking serious? See, now I was giving Adin some leeway, but that's a literal fucking dude dressed as a Nazi. And he has a picture of, is that the Joker? I can never love that movie again because of guys like this. Like, come on, bro. This is weird. We don't like Nazis. Anybody who's into comic books, video games, anybody who has a simple fucking brain, know Nazi people are disgusting. Hitler was a bad guy. True fact. Period. Point blank. We don't like Nazis. We're Americans. We don't like bad guys. We don't like bullies. We don't like assholes. We don't like monsters. Regardless, America is also a bully. But underneath that, we don't like people like Hitler. Massacred mad fucking people. We don't like that. From a Jewish standpoint where Adin sits, this should piss him off, or he should look at this like, it's a fucking weirdo. But you put this to your audience, bro. You're stupid.
All right, slow down. All right, hey, Blackie. Hey. First of all, you don't know my story. All right, slow down, fat ass. All right, you fried chicken piece of shit. All right, slow the fuck down. You don't know my story, first of all.
What story? You're dressed as a Nazi, you fucking bitch. You have no story. You look like an idiot.
Number two, it was a lot more than just Antifa fighting with me in the city. There was a lot of shit that happened to me, especially by you black who I want to line up against the wall with the fucking
You get it, yeah, it's too much. So I want to just ask him, right?
Nah, bro, that's wild. That dude was a hate fucking fueled person.
Are you watching this on stream?
Train, wait.
Yo, Aiden, watch on stream, bro.
No, that's the kind of like
Citrus. No, I know. No, wait.
That's the kind of platforming of like extremist behavior that shouldn't
be on. I know. That's
when
the dude of the platform that owns the platform starts to look at you like, yo, like we can't. No, what are you doing?
Trainwrecks TV becomes the voice of reason. I'm telling you. You have become one of the worst people probably imaginable. So what do you have so far? What's the list on the laundry list of freaking Adin Ross? He's platforming Nazis. He's talking about anti-Semitism. He's blaming the Matrix for all of his problems. What he's showing off porn to underage minors in the tens of thousands. What else can we add to that list? Oh, how about a little bit of homophobia?
Bro,
thanks,
just keep your head up, bro. Watch for the traps around every corner. You know what I'm saying? I know you're laughing because you're probably when I say when I say that word, I know what you're thinking, you young motherfucker. But I mean actual traps, like bear traps. Okay, you stupid idiot. Like, oh my god. All right, bro. You know what? I'm out of here, bro. Have a good one. Enjoy your stream. Don't be dumb. See you, bro.
All right, chat. W chop in the chat. How many genders are there? There's 2, chat. Yes, sir. W's in the chat. Freedom of speech. Everyone.
We already know about this, right? But it looks like before this, Trainwreck was talking to him about him being canceled on Twitch. And he was probably telling him keep his head up because if it's Twitch, then it could be YouTube, it could be Instagram, it could be Twitter. It could be all of these platforms at once. And if Trainwreck is trying to build up his platform to get streamers and other people on there, Trainwreck is probably looking at him like, listen, I'm going to need you to pull it back. I can't have this type of crazy shit on my platform. I won't get ads. I won't get ad revenue. I won't get people willing to spend money on my shit. It'll just be you pumping and dumping money back into the project. And then he goes off to say some crazy shit. Man, he's stupid.
All those oh man. All right, cool, bro. Cool. Remember, chat, it's Adam and Eve, not Adam and Steve. Let's go! All right, chat, what we on? What we on, chat? What we on?
I don't know what this guy is on. Crack, cocaine, speed, or if this is just him being him, but this stuff is extremely freaking weird. At this point, it's very obvious that Adin Ross basically has a boner for trying to piss people off, and he's diving into some right-wing category where
I feel like he's friends with Schnucko. I feel like right now, I might be wrong, but this is some shit that Schnucko would do. This is something that he would do. And Adin just said he didn't want to spread hate, terrible rhetoric when it came to Kanye, and then you see it reversed when it comes to this. He just had there's a literal dude in Nazi cosplay sitting there talking about Antifa and disrespecting a black kid. The fuck? Are we out here looking like idiots? Are we monsters? Are we terrible people? Because damn.
He goes off the rails and starts saying as much crazy things as possible. So yeah, that's kind of Adin Ross and all the shenanigans that he's been up to in literally just one stream, but also in the past week. It's very, very clear that this guy is extremely weird. And for him to decide to use his platform in this way is just like, bro, what is wrong with you? You're a multi-millionaire. You're probably not even like 25. And this is what you want to do with your freaking life? Is to go on kick platforms and show people porn and talk about genders and get into the political sphere that I assure you he knows nothing about, okay? He's so right-wing and red pill, I guarantee you he doesn't even understand the majority of the lingo that gets tossed around in there. He's just trying to fit in with this new...
There's too much lingo. Even I'm on the internet and I'm just like, what are you talking about? Sometimes I don't even know what the fuck right-wing, left-wing is, and I just be like, it's the same bird to me because you're talking about birds at this point and chicken. I'm fucking hungry still. And then I realize it's politics. It's Democrat, Republican. And I'm just like, fucking stupid.
New crowd of hate speech and pandering for, I don't know. I can't figure it out. People say that ever since he's met Andrew Tate, he's basically been falling off the deep end and believing in the Matrix and saying out-of-pocket stuff. But I don't think this is just Andrew Tate's fault. I think this is just Adin Ross being Adin Ross. And some people just decide to show you their ass when they feel like it. And this is one of those times. The situation is also weird for like two reasons.
I don't think it's the same.
Number one, I see a lot of people on the internet basically saying like he's like a victim of Andrew Tate or that like there's something wrong with him or maybe that he needs help. But in my opinion, Adin Ross falls into the category of just basically rich people with a huge ego. And the only help that they can get is if they get humbled. And the only way they can get humbled is if they lose their clout or they lose their money. And I don't see that happening for Adin Ross anytime soon. Therefore, I don't see him changing. This was not a route that he had to choose. He had crazy viewership, lots of subscribers. There's no reason for him to have gone this far out. And yet, here we are, and here he is. I think he's digging himself his own hole, and maybe he's fine right now. Maybe he's still getting views, but I feel like it's one of those situations where a light burns its brightest before it flickers out. If he wants to remain relevancy at this point, he's going to have to keep being a complete maniac until, I guess, he gets tired of it or the internet gets tired of it. But in the process, he's going to be burning bridges. There might even be a chance that he burns bridges with Kick or any other platform that he does if he keeps going wild. So if that's the case, it is what it is. Anyway, let me go how you guys feel.
Let's finish this off with something important, and it's Adin's transformation. Here we go. The video I'm about to show you right now is Adin Ross's transformation. The things that I've said in this video was Adin Ross, and this is the final part of it. Like I said, everything is clipped, everything is numbered. We're at the final stretch. This is Adin Ross' full transformation to who he is now, right? And how he's transformed. Let me see, when was this video uploaded so I can let you guys know. 9 days ago, so this is pretty old, right? Right now, we're going to look at his full-on transformation and what has become of Mr. Adin Ross, and what Andrew Tate pushing him inspired him to transform into. It's not the dickhead, it's what comes before that, right? Look.
I did it. You know that guy from Split?
This is Adin fat. This is fat Adin. Andrew Tate was making fun of him, his child was making fun of him to bully him because he wanted him to lose weight. This is Adin before he started his fitness journey, cut his hair, did all that stuff.
Glad I did it.
Glad you did it?
I'm glad I did it. I don't regret it.
What else?
You want to look like this.
I'm happy I did this because now my mindset can be strong. It's to form the best version of myself. In 6 months, my hair grows back. My body will look right. My mindset will be great. Everything will be back to normal.
He said that to his boys. He said that to them. He's like, yo, look, I look crazy right now. And they're looking at him like, you look crazy. But he's looking at them like, I'm also growing. And you're going to see the growth because there's a process to growing. Adin's fucking up right now. Can he ever come back? Can he stop fucking up? Is he going to get canceled off of YouTube if other stuff going to happen? I hope he doesn't get canceled off of YouTube because he only has Kick, Twitter, and Instagram. At this point, I don't think he's going to get fully canceled and taken off these platforms. I do think and believe he can come back if he not even apologizes. If he just admits, he's going to admit, listen, I was wrong. I shouldn't have did this, but I want to have a little more freedom, and I feel like Kick was it. I didn't think it would have repercussions behind it on Twitch. Personally understandable. But his transformation from who he was as this type of individual, growing because of what Tate was blessing him with, and how he was probably looking at it from his point of view, because Adin Ross likes to prove people wrong, that he can do something, even when he sets his mind to it. At this point, it was setting his mind to working out and bettering his health and body, and maybe his actual mind. Maybe.
Except I'll be stronger and better. Hold up.
6 months later. That was after. This is
all right, chat. This is where I'm at.
After.
All right.
He's lost a lot of weight. We saw that he had more hardcore man boobs. He doesn't have hardcore man boobs. They look like pecs. It looks like he can move his chest. His abs are looking more defined. He's only 21, so he's sculpting his body. He's working out. He's bettering himself. This is not bad, right? Somebody would say, oh, he's on a bad toxic wave. I'm like, he's not. He's bettering himself. But after the physical betterment, what is he doing mentally?
All right. I don't know how many of you guys got old photos and shit. You know what I'm saying? But I don't got, you know what I mean? I don't got, why does my hair look like?
He don't got rolls. His chest don't look bad. He don't look flabby under his arms. The dude's working out. This is good for him. This is 9 days ago before now.
That though. So I lost the stomach, bro. I lost that shit. So, you know what I'm saying? Us Jews, we got hairy chests. I just gotta, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get the, you know what I'm saying? But I'm not fat anymore. There's no more pudgy Adin. You know what I mean? I've been working every day in the gym. I actually didn't go to that. I'm going after my stream. I'm gonna still get my cardio in. I'm gonna still get my shit in. But you know what I'm saying? Give me some more time. I'm gonna get my abs in. I'm gonna get my shit in. But June 1st.
Adin Ross has showed progress, and he's grown as an individual. But what people have seen is that growth is now looking like it's more toxicity because of Tate. And let me be honest with you, this is the end of the video. So let me leave it off somewhere that is probably going to be looked at as. There we go. Adin Ross is not a bad dude, but I do think he's being influenced stupidly as a 21-year-old, full of a lot of stupidity. As he's turned 21, he's probably gonna, maybe that was last year, and it's probably this year, he's maybe 22, I'm not sure. He's not thinking correctly, and he's not looking at his flaws and the things he's saying that might hurt people. He didn't want to foster hate to him breeding hate. That doesn't make sense. He grows physically but lacks in the mental maturity. That doesn't make sense. He wants to make money and be successful. He already is, but also reach a wider audience. He gets kicked off of Twitch, is left with Kick, and is now spreading harmful, stupid rhetoric, showing dumbass Nazis, and also probably angering Trainwreck to not kick him off the platform. You have to look at it when it comes to this. Adin is becoming more hypocritical. From the good stuff of him building up his body doesn't mean his mind is ready. It doesn't mean his full transformation is complete because he's not up here thinking. And for most of the people out here who are any of these red pill or blue pill, you're all fucking stupid. I honestly think this transformation, helping in the best way possible, is him pushing forward to being better and proving Andrew Tate wrong. And even if he proves Tate wrong, now he's left with, I can put my mind to anything. A real man knows when he's wrong. I've been humbled in many ways to know that. You know when you're wrong, you know when you're right, but you understand when to shut the fuck up. Right now, he wants to be free. He wants to say what he wants. He wants to do what he wants. But it was crazy when he told Kanye the same thing. And I keep bringing it up because that should hit home for a lot of people. He didn't want to spread harmful things, didn't want to say harmful things, but now he's doing that. He's doing the opposite. When hypocrisy hits hard, you show where your morals really lie. And that means he has none. Or he does, but they're not shining through. They're only blocking his light. This is your boy Fat Man. Remember to like and subscribe, comment below, and hit the bell icon to be notified. From me to you, remember to never give up. Remember to never surrender. keep on grinding, and mad fucking love. This is the longest video I've ever made, and I'm surely that YouTube will be like, what the fuck is this? And you'll never watch it or get through it. And if you do, just leave a 1 in the comment section and tell me what you think of Adin Ross and tell me what you think of the bullshit happening with him. Do you think he's being influenced by other people? Do you think he's going down a terrible path? Do you think his growth came with some consequences? Let me know what you think in the comments below. Peace, and I'm fucking out. You ever just see a dumbass and be like, well, he's stupid?
Shit. Gambino on drum. You little niggas gonna stop acting like my shit ain't the grill. Some of you niggas get your front teeth for grills. And I ain't talking about the contract.
I ain't loving these fake hoes. Room smelling like 8 switches. Room service like 2K. NBA, I'm ballin', nigga. All them niggas fallin' like autumn, nigga. Talking shit, I saw them niggas. Now they daughter want a picture. Rough, ain't it? Fuck famous. Niggas too real, got the most haters. Wrote a story so Stephen Curry. How it feel to be golden.